a guitar player with the Friends theme song by the Rembrandts. This guy is in standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, written in the key of A. The fifth string is the A string. You'll notice in this song, just like Bookends, this song starts with that A string vibrating and ends on the A chord. Really, I call it Bookends because you started the song on an A, you end the song on an A. Really makes a nice little picture of writing a song in the key of A. If I take the key of A, the scale for the A major scale, I can come up with 3 major chords, A, D, and E, and 3 minor chords, B and C sharp minor, along with F sharp minor. This one doesn't use F sharp minor, but it does use the B minor and C sharp minor. So it's pretty much all the chords you can get with an A major scale. They also use a G major chord, and to make a G major chord fit in an A major scale, you do have to modify one note, but it's a real common songwriting technique to do that. So that's probably more music theory than we need right now, but the beginning, the intro to this one, drones the A note, and you'll do all the other melody line notes on the D string, the string right next to the A string. You'll hit 11, 11, slide to 9, and then 7. And then 2 5s, 1 7, and then a 7 slide to 9, back to 7. Sounds good to pick these notes with up picks. It helps you get in the rhythm nicely because they're landing on the upbeat, but give it a try, make it sound musical, and drone that A note through that. Then we have the verse, which goes from an A chord to a G, and then an A chord to a C sharp minor. That is the 4th, 6th, 6th, and 5th frets. Then we do G major again to B minor, which is the same as C sharp minor, just moved down 2 spaces. Then an A chord. Then we do a G, a D with an F sharp in the bass, and then an E major chord. Now the D with the F sharp in the bass, what we're really doing is we're taking a D chord, which is normally 2, 3, and 2, and we're taking the F sharp note from the skinny E string and putting it on the fat E string. So I like to finger it like this. I'm coming from a G chord, so I like to just take that G note, move my middle finger down to the F sharp, and then place my ring finger on the 3rd string, my pinky on the 2nd string at the 2nd and 3rd frets. And there I have my D chord with the F sharp in the bass, which works really nicely as you're traveling from a G chord to a D chord to an E chord with a bass line that just goes down the scale notes. So works real nice like that. Now we have the chorus, which is just simply A, D, and E. Resolves itself though by hitting a G, and then there's that little riff over that, right? Now that riff would be played on the G string. It fits the best there to make it sound right. But to have a G chord ringing on one guitar and play it on another guitar works great. But when you're trying to do both parts on one guitar, I try to avoid playing on the G string on a G chord. So you can kind of fake it by doing it like that. It's the same notes, just put the B notes and the C notes on the 2nd string. So it's 2 Bs, the A on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and back to B on the open 2nd string. Now 1st fret to open, down to the A, and back to the open B, before resolving on an A chord to end the song. So, and if you're trying to fake that on one guitar, you want to get these 2 strings ringing to let them vibrate as much as you can in the background. And you can fake it that way, okay? So, as always, appreciate your thoughts, and I'll be watching for you for the next video.